back to Manrathis and talk to Nev. I'm very excited to talk to Nev. Also, she's the lowest level companion, which makes sense, you know, how everything went earlier.
Good.
I don't need action. Y'all can have fun. Bye.
Places between.
Alright, buddy, see you on the other side.
Places between.
Hey, that blood mage controlling people in your neighborhood?
Alia? What about her?
Why doesn't anybody in charge stop her?
Because she hasn't left Docktown. It's poor, doesn't have a lot of mages, so the people in power don't care.
That's Vashadan.
Not news to me.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. He's bullshit. No one visiting today? What is blistering Drakestone?
What else do you put in gravy on?
Roasted cabbage, scrambled eggs, anything is better with gravy.
No, you degenerate.
I agree with you, Civilian. Oh. It's fine. Oh wait, I don't think I need to be up here at all, actually.
Your master bids you destroy!
Finish it.
Stop dying, Gabriel.
Fail our god!
They do. What are you gonna do, man?
Still standing. Not bad.
Take down.
Chantry sisters keep their secrets close. They waste the Chantry's gift on the unworthy. I'm pretty sure I've read that already.
All right.
I think I came this way once very early in the game. Did not have Tosh yet, so I never came back.
Here goes nothing.
Yep. Glowing lines on the map confound the eye like threads of light in murky water. Recognizable shapes occasionally appear, but scatter as quickly as they form. Listing journal. Midway through the last page, the handwriting changes abruptly. The final lines read, "My attempts failed, but they haven't. I'm rather pleased, although your eyes will take some getting used to." Uh-oh. Forbidden dream. The petrified tentacles of an unknown creature extrude from the skull. The origin point seems to be within the skull itself. Did the tentacles come from the Fade? Ordinary pod. It's seemingly ordinary pod of Ravani origins. Food cooked in it always seems to taste like the most happily fulfilling childhood meal. Aw, that's nice. Shifting map. The glowing lines on the map confound the eye like threads of light in murky water. Recognizable shapes occasionally appear, but scatter as quickly as they form. Posting journal. Midway through the last page, the handwriting changes abruptly. The final lines read, "My attempts..." No, I already read that one. Information on the Dragon King. Tosh did some digging on this Dragon King. After the Antam split from the Qun, the generals and admirals broke away and became independent warlords. The Dragon King's soldiers aren't interested in trading. They've attacked villages. They're killing people without even trying to convert them. Whoever this Dragon King is, he's brutal. We've got reports of victims burned in what looks like Antam ritual. I'll let you know if I find anything else. Stay sharp. Remember, treat every door like a trap. Golden Glory, Isabella. Scribbled notes from Tosh in the margin. Keshak, Kathaban. Still stupid name. They would have queens. Not a thing. Tosh talks dragon. Fang Scourger. Appearance. Gold patterns on back like a hunting cat. Tan belly. Colors make her good for ambushing targets from the sky. Although, also shows off fire to look scary. Diet. Anything she can bring down. Small but aggressive for dragon. Will go after people during encounters. Uses flames to herd targets into open space so she can kill. Burns all her food before eating. Maybe so she doesn't get sick? Behavior. Fang Scorchers are mean. The Anton lured this one to attack the village. Bastards. She was smart enough to set traps and hold grudges. Not smart enough to control herself. Shokartoebra. Lose control of yourself and turn into a monster that someone has to take down.
You're hit.
Take him down.
Got us from a distance. My job's done.
That was a tough fight, but also I was not making
That's the last of them.
Nope. Third quest.
Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Docktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Well, we've got at least one witness. Want to question him? How about a break? We can still do that, right? A short one can't hurt.
Yeah, maybe. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah.
For skipping.
So, rocks. Look for good ones.
Okay.
You were serious about this.
You'll see why.
Why are we doing this?
You know what they say. Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
Seriously, do you ever take breaks? Real ones?
What do you call this?
Picking up rocks, and I'll bet the coin in my pocket you're thinking of work.
It's hard not to. Look at Docktown. But I was also thinking of fried fish.
Then I owe you half the coin.
Orders. It's not called cursed because of the wrecks. If a smuggler can't handle the rocks and shallows, they should have hired better and no one's crying. But the blood in the sand, don't you think it's thinned the veil? Do you think nothing crawls its way through? Is it worth a speck of gold?
All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us.
I guess it is.
But also, are you and I good? Because that matters to me a lot.
Calliope, you still going?
Cassis doesn't have anyone else.
Flyers won't do much.
I don't have a lot to work with here.
Give me some. I'll help.
You can see her breath. That's fun.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Are you smoking or is it cold? I
Fancy.
can't tell.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
You ever figure out how, let me know.
Sure thing. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done? What sticks? Venatori everywhere, Aelia waltzing back into town. I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabs me in the back.
I'm here to help.
I know. But getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
Side by side with Nev Gallus. Like you are, for me.
You know you're a sap, right?
Yep. Happily.
She was there. We didn't see her.
This word?
Maybe. Come on.
Things are picking up now, huh?
Willing to chase a long shot?
Yeah.
We need to get to the spillway.
Okay.
You got... Something on Aelia?
She was there. We just didn't see her.
At the spillway?
At the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything.
Or if she was the smuggler, like in disguise. That's probably stupid. You probably would have recognized her. Missing Kari. Have you seen Kari? Please help. Bring any information to Vix. I work the textile stand. Please.
So we're... returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Good
Let's
enough for
check
me.
it out. What's the plan?
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece of one in case the remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Sorry.
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look. Got it. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source.
Yep,
She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. I've got this. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Bataris. Look there, there's more. By the waterfall. We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. You got it. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left.
Is it the
If I can pull out more of an echo,
captain?
a memory.
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out.
A bystander? They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will.
belongs to the Venatori.
All that talk of saving Tevinter. Is this what it looks like?
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia follows Elganon, if he could give her the trick, the Venatori are in power, but Aelia wants total control.
Blood ritual. Then the missing people. It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't?
Minrathis failed before. Not you. This time we stop Aelia for good. Venatori, who threatened Docktown, they've got Nev Gallus to fear.
She won't make it easy.
People's lives are at stake.
Aren't they always? I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
Then it sounds like nothing changed.
Is that pep talk?
It's a fact. I was going for simple. Next up, we find Aelia.
Right.
And after that, we kick her ass.
Clear night. After a break at the docks, Nev returned to the scene of the relic deal to search for leads on Aelia. She picked up on several remnants that revealed Aelia's plan to perform her blood magic ritual using Docktown's missing people. Nev questioned her place in Docktown and if she could really help, but also realized she's not alone. Well, you can't heal, so that's not useful. What is Time Lost Gateway?
Ready for a fight?
Takes credit there.
Good shot! They're dead now! Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Barely legible writing on crumbling parchment. It is now winter. Lusican's disciples continue their feud with the priest of Erthemiel over the plans. Now, instead of a shield for the city created to the god of beauty's specifications, the priests of night demand that the skybound fortress be transformed to deliver overwhelming force. Why defend against those across the sea when we may destroy them instead? And beauty's devotees, gentle souls oft chosen for their wit and creativity, quailed before Lusican's might and gave ground. Thus we builders find ourselves scouring the depths of the ancient catacombs in search of lost elven magic to satisfy the demands of night. Gods have mercy, will this enterprise never end? Nev's Kate's notes. New leads on Aelia. Vina Vitalis, the burned ritual. Blood magic so powerful that the old magisters destroyed it. Every rumored copy is a complete fake. Centuries pass and no one comes close to touching it. So Aelia gets instructions from her risen god. Couldn't see that coming, and isn't that a perfect fit? Lusican's chosen. What's his play here? Missing people are for blood? Something else alive? At least until the ritual. Warn Alec. Rituals take supplies. If she'd kept the threads, at least that went our way. Where is she? All this from remnants. I'm not sure what I heard, but Rook can back it. Really should buy Rook that supper. So close to 6. Seven. I'm at 6. Duh. I'm just missing this one normal chest and then one big chest.
Weird. Minrathous being full of poor people.
Everywhere's got poor people.
No, I mean... My mother told me stories about Tevinter. Made it sound like it was all rich and powerful mages.
Your mother was in Parvalan before she came to Ravane. Her people were at war with Tevinter. Not surprised the story she heard had us all wealthy and decadent.
Oh, never mind.
Roll to glory.
No challenge at all.
About to have a problem.
Keep the fight going!
End it now.
Take the shot.
Now, Venatori? What's going on?
Yeah, seriously. Are you though? Yay, 7. 7, 8, 7. Okay, got everyone to at least 7. Nev still has to come everywhere with me because she's still the weakest. Oh, we're still in combat mode, okay.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting the Venatori to show up.
They talked about shipments.
Let's look around. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
God, oh man. Person.
Thank the Maker. Did you find the others?
Not yet.
What others?
Those mercenaries have abducted people from around Docktown, then sold them to the Venatori. I heard them talk about a warehouse. They could be holding them there.
We'll look into it. The warehouse where we found the Darkspawn isn't far from here. Let's look around, see what we find.
Venatori, the risen gods required flesh for crafting and blood for power. Find sellswords willing to trade in what they seek. You will be rewarded.
Well, that's not good.
Nope.
Sounds like blood magic.
Gorman, found a crew down by the docks willing to get what we want. They say they've even taken down Canary before. I'll negotiate the price.
Trafficking in people. Vile. We need to stop this.
Got company.
Our power is unquestioned.
Nice one!
Is that about your power rank question?
Now put him down!
Hasty reply. Once you've made the exchange, take the prisoners down to Low Tide Beach. I'll hold them there before we move them.
Low Tide Beach. Let's go!
Oh shit.
That's the... He's Venatori down.
The more scattered we make the cult, the better for Docktown.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on. You all right?
No, but I'm alive and grateful. They were going to take me somewhere. They talked about rituals and risen gods.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. Stay safe, or as safe as you can.
Okay, well now I got it. Eight. Excellent. Okay, we got 8, 7, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7. Okay. Did I do all the quests here? I did.
People talk about Minrathous being amazing. Magic everywhere. But then you see it, and there's more than you'd even think.
Yeah.
There's not that much in Ducktown. You grew up here. Trust me, there's a lot.
Is the thread market more fun when Venatori aren't wrecking the place?
It's never boring in the thread market, and that's not always a bad thing. Aelia wants all of this. The market, Docktown, the city. I can't let her have it.
Back with the Shadow Friends, where our messages first found you. Okay.
Sure thing.
Yep. Secret cache. Nice.
There's a store.
A list of Docktown merchants plus a few with fancier addresses. Dates and payments accompany each. Those with missed payments are marked as needing a friendly visit.
Story around Docktown about a thread smuggler who hid a hoard of goods. People say he sailed to Ravane with it, or Antiva. Either way, he made an enemy of the threads. What if it was here the whole time?
That's what it looks like. You have many friends, seen and unseen. Both will help in their way.
I guess we impressed them, or whoever sent the messages. But was it a game? A test?
No one knows who makes the candle hops in Minrathous. The closest I got to a lead ended in a burnt-out building. Unless the closest I got is now.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. At least the candle hops are cute.
If you say so. One moment of victory. A scrying orb frozen in the moment that marked both a Magister's plan to crush rebellion and the instant a shadow dragon stopped his heart. And so they fight on. Candle hop maker. Letter delivered via candle hop. Friends from the lighthouse. Friends to us. Shall we help your friends too? Candle hops are on your side. Except the one who got away. Don't trust that one. Additional notes from Nev. Precise script, unusually uniform. Matches just one sample. Last time I chased the Candlehop's origins, it led to a burnt-out building and a scrap of paper. Didn't say anything useful, but the violet ink. That matches these notes too. Follow the ink. Best contacts in forgery turned up nothing. Best source in conspiracy can't get me a vague description of the maker. Tall, short, 3 cats in a cloak? Nothing. Can't say they aren't sticking to their bid for friendship, minus the one they don't trust. The information they've brought the Shadow Dragons is saving lives already. We'll keep an eye on them. Okay, let's go back to Hosberg. All right. Missing one wolf and four of those. Gosh. But again, I don't have any, like, visible on the map, so it's got to be in an area I haven't been yet. Research notes on the Blight. Series of research note with the first in Antoine's hand. Sample 1, spreading across the glass more than expected. Sample 2, pulsing pattern, different at first, now matching others. Sample 3, pulsing pattern now different than the others. Inconsistent behavior, but why? In Evka's hand. Inconsistent or creating a harmony, one that makes sense to the Blight? In Antoine's hand. Yes! Or a discordance to the same effect, but with each other, or with the gods, or is it with something else? What would happen if we move them closer together or farther apart or somewhere else? I wonder if I could hear it better, or if there's an alchemical process that might disrupt it. In Evka's hand. Antoine, this is your reminder to take a break. Love, Evka. Letters in the aftermath. Antoine and Evka, I've said the last letter would be the last, but I've got more questions. When someone is blighted, does it advance slowly or all at once? What if the person won't stop working or getting into trouble? Won't that make it advance quicker? Is the progression all internal or is it going to be obvious? How long, if you had to guess? Is there a point where your secret warden ritual will no longer help? Nev has mentioned a thing or two about your wetlands, so I know you've got your own problems. I'll take whatever answers you have time to send. Tarquin. Corresponding letter sent to Menrathis. Tarquin, I wish we could give you easy answers. With the Blight changed so much, we cannot promise things will go as suggest, but our response will be as honest as we know. How quickly the Blight advances depends on the person and how severely they are blighted, but it's typically steady. It's more consistent when the person's general wounds are healed. Getting further blighted would likely complicate the matter, but nothing else should that we know of. There's little more than that you can watch out for than you've written us about already. We cannot give you a timeline, but it isn't years. I'm sorry. As for the warden ritual, there isn't a time when it's too late, but if the person doesn't survive it, then that is instant. We won't conscript the Viper, but if he wishes, we'll be here. Sincerely, Antoine and Evka.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something. Is this about your studies?
Look at the Blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
All right, whatever you need. We'll do what we can.
Thanks. We must get ahead of this.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
A little bragging never hurts. Just ask the Lords of Fortune. Build yourself up.
Huh. Maybe later.
I can help if you like. You're very easy to praise.
Stop, you're so cute.
What now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
I'm on it. We can do this.
All right. Take that can-do spirit to the rest.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Come on. Let's check on the warden sentries.
Back again?
gonna take forever.
You all set?
Oh wait, let me. Oh, I forgot to go to Xenon's shop when I was in Minerathis. Fuck.
What are you after today?
One more memento.
All right then.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendel.
If you're not dead, you're still alive.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this one.
Not on our watch.
We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
They're coming. They're coming.
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is good. Whatever happens, we won't lose the village.
That's right. Tell Evka we're ready.
We should get back to Evka.
Warden improvisation. A clay pot, a cloth stopper, and a hodgepodge alchemical mix. Good Grey Warden works with what they've got, their weapons, their nerve, and the ability to improvise. Nothing we can do. I think.
This village. It has to make it.
Evka has a plan.
Evka, the sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
They need backup at the Glade.
Let's move! We can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendel is the only place with life left in it.
We make sure it's mine.
You're not off the hook yet.
down. But there's more fight left out there.
All right, be ready for the next call. We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there. Or head to the farmlands.
We've got things covered here. Grab supplies if you need them.
Thanks.
Another alarm. Up at the gate.
Come on.
Patient notes. Wound still infected but improving. Applied fresh dressings and ink smears across the page. He woke while I wrote that above note and grabbed my wrist with a sense of urgency. He seemed to recognize that we haven't met, but was confused about whether I was a warden or if I'd been at Weishaupt. He was distressed by the idea that I might have been injured and wanted to make sure I'd made it out all right, asking the question repeatedly. After reassuring him, the patient calmed and seemed to understand what was happening. However, he tensed again and said, "The gods, they're calling, and I don't want to hear it yet. Please, not yet." Excerpt from Physician Flynn's patient notes. Coming, I'm sorry. Why are you so far away?
This is it. They can't break through. Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
Uh-oh.
Antoine.
What is it?
Something evil. A strange calling in the Blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
Antoine, you're worrying me, buddy.
It's in here, too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first, you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
Thanks to Evka's plan.
Are you bragging for me now?
Glory where it's due.
I like the Lords of Fortune.
Fine. Credit taken. Now, as much as I hate changing the subject...
Right. Antoine, you sensed something strange. What was it?
The Blight song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
What does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
Antoine, are you okay?
No.
What? Yes, of course. I'm fine. We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, But yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe.
Thanks to Evka's plan and the bravery of both the wardens and the team, Lavendale was saved from Darkspawn. But while the village has heaved a sigh of relief, the whispers in Antoine's ear became more unsettling. Within the Blight, Antoine could hear a call, a mystery for now, but it suggested further evil lurking in the wetlands. Neat.
Right. It's like there's a pattern in the Blight, and no pattern at all.
Great, good taverns and 8. Okay, so I need Valara, Emmerich, Lucanus, and Nev. Flynn from the Wardens. Talked with Flynn at the Warden camp. They're non-binary like me. Good to meet another they. We're okay to talk about it. Mayvera said not everyone would be. Flynn said they didn't have a big struggle to find it. Just felt like they were a mind that had a body instead of a body that had a mind. Being a man or a woman didn't fit with who they were. Changed to they when they were a kid. Parents supportive. Physician guy too. No big fight. Didn't know Mayveris or Tarquin. Told Flynn about them. They could probably get Flynn discounts on magical stuff. Flynn can help mix the medicines I need to help with fire breathing. They asked if I felt the same as they did for mind-body stuff. Did breathing fire make me feel disconnected from my body? Don't think fire breathing is what did it. What they're talking about sounds kind of like Kuhn stuff. Mind, soul, body. I just felt wrong as a woman. Wait, Flynn wrote stuff down. Only they wrote non-binary instead of non-binary. Are we supposed to write it with the dash or not? We also wrote themself instead of themselves. Which one is right? Flynn said I should do what works for me. That does not help. I want to do it right. Flynn said maybe me wanting to follow rules is because of Kuhn stuff. Then said sorry because I guess I glared at them. Flynn was trying to be nice. Healers are always like this. Excellent with the wardens. Good. That should mean I can go upgrade the shop one more time,
But
right?
always something pulling.
How's Lavendel?
After our victory, people told stories, sang songs.
It was good to see people laughing.
You had a hard road after Weishaupt.
It's not something you shake overnight. People put on brave faces, but they'd lost hope. When that happens...
But there is hope now. It started with the fight against the dragons. It continues now in Lavender.
You helped make it happen.
With the Weishaupt library gone, you two have our most complete notes on the Blight.
There are other stores of warden knowledge, but we'll keep what we have safe.
You should do the same with that monster manual. You still owe us a copy.
Where are you from, Evka? Not here.
Orzammar, the Dwarven Tig, an underground city. I left to join the Grey Wardens. The sky was huge. Turns out rain is terrible. Sparrows, though. I liked them. I liked a lot of what I found after.
And one.
What did you do before you were a warden?
Oh, I was a servant in a country home. Being attacked by darkspawn, that's rare in Orlais. The other servants got away. I got blighted.
Sorry.
The others got away because you distracted the Darkspawn. And it was days before anyone found you.
Before you found me. We would not have met otherwise.
The Blight, gods, griffins. Do you remember when this was easy?
No, but I remember when it felt that way.
How are things going?
We're continuing to look into the Blight here. Its forms, how it acts.
For every answer, there's another question. Secrets lurking ever deeper. Rook, good to see you.
Darkspawn won't get Lavender.
Hell yeah.
Where you were?
Got something in mind?
Shoot.
All set?
Okay.
Finally got the rubble cleared.
How are supplies? If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help. Come back anytime.
Strife, I got a tip there might be trouble here in Arlethan.
You're just in time. We've got a problem.
I was out with a scouting party, and we spotted the Venatori moving into the area.
They're being directed by Elgernon or Gillenane. They have to be. The Grey Wardens warned us the gods were heading to Arlethan. But why bring the Venatori?
We don't know. That's where you come in.
Well, that sounds like trouble. How can I help?
Nip it in the bud. Don't let them stir up anything worse.
I'll give you the rough location where we sighted them, but you might have to search beyond that.
They want something, and we need to know what they're up to.
I'll find out what it is.
Feel free to take out as many of them as you can. This is our forest.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, I was gonna swap out Davern, I think. Balara, probably?
Venatori. As if things weren't already bad enough around here.
Yep.
The gods sent them. I need to know what their plot... Right, so we need to find these Venatori. I've got the spot Irulan marked on the map. Let's start there.
This place, it gives me a sick feeling.
This was the setup of a war between Tevinter Magisters and ancient elves. Blood magic everywhere. The Magisters destroyed Arlethan City. That kind of magic leaves an impression.
Irulan was right. There's our Venatori.
Let's kick him out.
That's the last of them.
Good. And what were they doing out here? Look. Not sure what this is. Lara?
It's Dalish. There's a Dalish camp nearby. If the Venatori hit them...
They could be in trouble.
Let's go. Now.
Oh, back there again, huh?
Watch your back. More Venatori.
Looks like we got them all. This many Venatori in Arlington is just wrong.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this.
At least we're headed the right way.
Elara, there's Venatori ahead.
Galadar, stay put. We'll take care of them.
Oh boy, you're going through their mirror.
Galadar, what's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
Hold on. Rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right. Get back to Strife and Irulan and let them know. That didn't do anything.
The symbols need to be matched in order.
Damn it, still locked.
Above the door. Those must be the symbols.
Okay, let's get it unlocked.
That worked. Keep going.
Nice work.
Time to get moving.
Why would Venatori attack the Dalish? They wouldn't come here without a reason.
Who says they don't have a... There they are. What do you want? Why are you attacking my people?
over. Not soon enough.
We still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around.
Yeah. A lot of bodies.
The bridge is out.
The other Veil Jumpers must have shut it down to keep the Venatori out. Has to be a power crystal around here. Someone's in trouble. Come on!
There's a lot more Venatori here.
I see them. We have to end this. Leave this camp alone. Come and try.
You'll have to go through me. These are my people.
Leave now. We might let you stay alive.
Last chance to back down. My job's done. Your turn.
No more taunting from that.
Must be up there.
Now let's see what they've done with the Dalish.
There's gotta be a way back there, huh? Good. Days of Death. Humble hands writing of a new life that ends, of food, shelter, and what weather does to a body that can die. We barely lived beyond the fall. Pocket Frog! Master cut away all that was not glory, and their perfection was witnessed by a singular vault. Junet said, sweep in their wake and make each imperfection a shared simple joy. The first, carved more permanent than she became, Ashabelinar, once again Mythal, who refused when the gods hungered, and was punished with horrible freedom from their plans. Unwinding box. An intricate puzzle box of Tevinter origin. Each lock opened appears to unwind the progress of another. The whirring of mechanisms is audible inside, but it seems impossible to open. Stop it. Likes to do this sometimes.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
It's the symbols again, just like before.
Shouldn't be hard. Right, that did it. Let's see what she has to say.
It's okay, you're safe. I'm a veil jumper. What happened here?
That other veiled jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the Venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed? Why am I not surprised?
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the Venatori took them. Let's look around.
If they lay one finger on those prisoners...
Dead Venatori here. Nothing unusual. Not much to go on. Some papers here, but nothing useful. No mention of a location. Well, doesn't look like the Venatori brought many supplies with them.
So they didn't come from far. If they got a larger camp nearby, the Dalish could be there.
Or if they've got
Yeah.
Napoleon.
But where exactly? Let's keep looking around. Just some mud here, but it looks like there's some kind of glass here, too.
Glass? Wait a second. There's a crater nearby. Thousands of years ago, blood magic destroyed that area.
Look,
all that
over
energy
here.
turned the sand to glass.
We know the Venatori didn't come very far.
They must have taken the Dalish to the crater.
We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
The bastards just swept in and raided this camp. The Dalish didn't have a chance.
The Venatori have always been cruel, but sacrificing our people? Where did they take the prisoners?
The lake. The old crater.
We have to do something.
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
Venatori have taken Dalish prisoners into Arlethan Crater, and the team must prepare a rescue mission before it's too late. 600 Veil Jumper strength. Good.
Let's head back to the lighthouse. We'll meet the Veil Jumpers there.
Can't do much about the Shadow Dragons, unfortunately. So close to full strength. Moderate. Moderate, but close. Excellent. Full strength. Still 3 more chests and 1 more wolf. All of those. 1 more, 5 more. 7 more. 3 more, 1 more. Like halfway done with the Ravane Coast, but we're missing a lot. Yeah, still can't do this. Okay, gotta go back to the lighthouse now. See if we can talk to folks first. An update from Lavendel. Rook, we watched Darkspawn moment as always. We watched Darkspawn movement as always. They put up a fight when wandering the woods and wetlands, but we'd rather battle them out there than in Lavendel itself. Small improvements are still improvements. I felt something strange was happening before you sent word to us. Things have only gotten stranger and more daunting since. But if we are tangled in this, at least we are tangled together. There is no one I trust more in this world than Evka, but you can be second. We both wish you luck, and rest when you can find it. Your friends Antoine and Evka.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
You bitch.
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion?
Well, the job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control Spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elgernon? Ilario's working with Elgernon?
Her spirit's strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanus.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Ooh, things are getting spicy. unfortunate heir. Syrian Mercia is back in Minrathous. The recent inheritor of the Mercia fortune made quite an impression at the Rosales gathering while publicly pledging to support one of Magister Dorian Pavis's recent endeavors. Excerpt from an old copy of the Imperium Secret. A note attached from Nev. Nice bit of luck considering he was Tala's third grandchild, and grandma, along with grandkids 1 and 2, were all Venatori who died in ways we'll call showy. Another stroke of luck. The will that wrote out non-cultist Siren couldn't be found, leaving only one with him still on it. My guess is that at the time was the Demon of Irantium. Tala and Grandkid 2, similar demise. Grandkid 1, showing off a bit. Following in Lucanus's handwriting, Grandkid 1 is Ilario. Ilario, you bitch. Rare poetry. Note from Nev attached to 3 slim volumes of poetry. Emmerich, took some digging, but I know a lady who knows a book collector who sells to the Archon's palace. He said that these are some of the last copies of Nadia Ulpius's work. What with her being dead, if you arrange a reprint, their value plunges. Don't think you'll mind, though. P.S. The book collector said if I wanted obscure poets, there's a good one in Ravane. Had doubts, works out of print, but he got bailed out by an anonymous donor. Funny thing, it was all in King's Guilders. You only see those in Navarra. Thanks for helping my boy out.
Rathus brought low.
Me too.
I wish I could get moving. I hate being stuck.
Hey, baby dragon. Remember how you said I'd never find a big hoard? You were wrong, and I'm amazing. Come to the hall if you want to see my haul. I had to buy a whole new ship just to carry it. For my gold and my glory. Ethelred the totally ready. There's a poorly drawn cartoon in the corner of a man flexing atop a pile of loot.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
Sorry, is now a bad time? I can come back.
It's not great, but later won't be better. Syrian. He wants to meet, to explain himself.
He's turning people into demons. Our people. Nothing he could say will make that all right.
Damn it, Rook. I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared, loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded, focused, made sure I was okay. And I took care of him, protected him because I loved my little brother and I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Inaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him,
I know this is hard for you, but you know we have to stop them, right?
I know, I get it. He's my brother, though. The day he died, or I thought he died, it was the worst day of my life. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him, convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course I will.
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
Yep.
There's something I need to do, back home.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just chasing Aelia. It brings a lot up. If you're around, maybe. I'd take the company.
You got it.
Sure thing, Nev.
100%. Well, I was gonna wrap this up, but I really want to see these companion quests. Let me check in on Lucanus, and then I'll come back and talk to you.
Rook, if I could, I want. Forgive me. I'm not certain what I wish to say.
It's okay. You'll get there.
This is where we eat.
I see. Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
We made food.
Here. Armada Special. It's what the pirates eat when they come to port. This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables.
Fine.
Meat and cheese.
A few weeks in your company, and my child has lost what little civility she had.
Suggested Tosh explore being Ravani, and Shathan has noticed.
We actually eat dishes from all over. Lucanus has introduced us to demon hair pasta, and Balara made challah cakes.
So my child respects every culture except her own.
You're Ravani now.
This is what I face for removing her from the Qun.
Could you just try to show some affection to your child?
I do not need your instruction to show kindness to Evitash.
You're not
Well,
doing
what
that on
do
your
you
own.
need?
Give me a hint, because right now, nothing Tosh does is good enough.
Is that how it appears to you?
That's how it appears to them, too.
I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here, vegetables.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
just who they are.
Under the Cune, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a cunithlock. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evitash, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
If she can't accept you for who you are, then she's a crappy mother.
She is who she is. I'm okay. I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
Hey, Lucanus, you want some meat and cheese? And a plate of random vegetables.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Let's go. Okay. I might do that one first because I'm most interested in it. Go, Kapa.
Fire and ice, light and blood. Another blow to the gods' dweller.
Good.
I wonder if I'll get to see Kalsharak one day. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, we didn't go to Kalsharak? I guess it was just a trading outpost. Okay. I was going to do that because I thought we were all done. But now we have lots of cool stuff. I want to do Davrin's because that's like... Gimme. Oh, I can see it here. Shadow Dragons, no! Gotta take Nev everywhere so that I can get her up to speed. Oof. No, I'd want to just take Lucanus everywhere. Maybe some point.
Okay, let's run some more practice.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
It's fire! Thalia was the quote-unquote modern-day part of the Last Flight book.
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
How can we help?
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened, I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. I'm the one who found the griffin eggs before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
The Gloomhowler.
I knew some of the wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was
Yes!
Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the fourth
It was
blight.
Isaiah.
What?
It is Isaiah.
Upon direct orders from the first warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the blight was going badly. The wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The griffins became rabid. They turned against the wardens.
So then the first warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
First wardens are assholes.
I can understand why this Isaiah is so pissed.
She felt betrayed by the wardens forcing her to do it. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
There's the baby.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Right along with his stomach.
Right out of the nest, he ate everything in sight. I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
So you're the reason Davron's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Yeah.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
Bye, Isaiah. No, sorry, you're not
This
Isaiah.
is good information.
Woo!
But it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
Yeah. And there you guys go. You got the story of the last flight in much shorter words than what I gave you. I'm gonna take Luke on this just because I miss him. It's been a while since I've had him out.
Well, I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
We received another letter. I'm not sure the Viper knows he's writing these.
Letters from after the calling. A pair of calling letters addressed to Evka and Antoine meant to be opened when the sender is gone. Evka, I should have died once, but I was rescued. I became a Grey Warden. I had a second life, and that second life gave me you. You are ma joie de vivre, my joy. Do you know your face lights up when you see sparrows? You didn't know them growing up and found them later in life. We do much to restore what the Blight destroys. At least we try. It's what we're supposed to do. But selfishly, if you are reading this, I tried to make a world with more sparrows in it for you. Je t'aimerai toujours. Antoine. The second letter uses a cipher known only to the writer and recipient. The key is contained in their favorite book. I like how much difference of personality you just got there. From Davron's journal, The Gloomhowler, Part 4. Finally, I know who the Gloomhowler really is. What started as a simple monster hunt has opened a terrible wound in Grey Warden history that none of us even knew was there. With Weishaupt and Revel, there's little chance of finding any records that might shed light on this. It seems the Gloomhowler, Isaiah, is a specter dragging all the sins of the past back to haunt us. Our own order demanded she blight all the Griffins, or face disaster and lose the fourth blight. She's a cruel monster, yet I can't help but feel some sympathy for her. Would anyone else have done differently? The fate of every soul in Thedas rested on her shoulders. Trying to imagine that decision, it's nearly impossible. No person should have to face that dilemma. Yet Valya said it was Isaiah who hid the remaining Griffin eggs to preserve them. Asan and his family live because of her, even though all their ancestors died because of her. It's no wonder she's so twisted and evil now, living with the guilt of what she's done. Maybe that's what all her shrieking and howling is about, a cry against the injustice of fate, the injustice of somehow surviving 400 years with this tragedy looming over her. But that's in the past. Whatever she may have been now, today, she's willing to destroy Asan's family. I won't allow that to happen, no matter what still haunts her.
Yeah.
I started a response. If you could look at it, and make sure it sounds, I don't know, helpful.
I will.
Enjoying another trip to the wetlands?
Feel free to kick out more dogs.
Around them and let them talk a bit, because they haven't talked in a while. I was gonna say, man, it's wild that none of those have been activated. No, a couple of them are Tal Sharag is just not constantly available. That was easy.
Nev, if I asked what's bothering you, would I get an answer?
Aelia says Minrathous is broken, and I've called it the same, but I don't like it that way.
Are you worried about what some Venatori said? Don't let her get under your skin.
I know. You know, when you were assassinating all those Venatori, it's too bad Aelia missed the list.
Say the word, then I'll make up for it this time.
Places between.
Yeah, let's go.
Onward, dweller.
God, he's so pretty. Sorry, I just got a glimpse of Lycatus as a pan over him. Okay, this time I'm dedicated. We will go to Xenon's shop. gonna jump over there because, again, I really want to make sure I go this time.
Prices are not negotiable. Do not taunt the monster beneath the floorboards. But we do accept returns.
Reasonable shop policies. Desolation of Kalsharok. To save Orzammar High King, 3 stones sealed off the deep roads, abandoning Kalsharok, and left us to the Darkspawn. In declaring us lost, he forced us to find ourselves. Miner Key. An enchanted figurine required for passage through protected areas of mining operations. The item's craftsmanship is a marvel, though the lyrium enchantments have faded. Thank you, Xenon. Can I say you're looking better than ever? You're such a little weirdo. I love you. How many fucking hands do you have? Oh, we all do that around the back stretch, huh? Well, good luck with your immortality quest. Damn right. It's always dead-ended like this. Going away from where I need to be.
Nev, tell the Shadow Dragons to consider any supplies they need already paid for, and I'll cut down what Venatori I can.
You don't have to.
It could have been Treviso. Consider this done.
No. Would have been Treviso if I hadn't picked you.
Hey, behind you! End it now! Now it's your turn.
They didn't deserve this. No one does.
Made it through that one.
Yeah.
We should do something to remember the ones who
for
passed.
Lorelei, for all shadow dragons.
Those we have lost. Those we may still lose.
May you shine bright in our memory.
Always cherished.
Never forgotten.
Wow. That just helped with shadow dragons a lot. I mean, I'm still like really low on them compared to everybody else, but that helped a lot.
The Minrathous Wall of Light.
These lights, they're to remember the dead?
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit. Or the money for one. Then you're left in the dark, to Ventir's subtlety. This was Brom's.
Rana's old partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
Don't do that to yourself.
Rook.
Just trust me on this one.
I'm stopping Aelia.
Obviously.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
He'd have liked our friend, Melara. She loves those things. Although she expects happy endings.
So did he. At least on the page.
Better chance there than here.
You're not the only one chasing Aelia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lusican.
Ominous formal name, tied to Elgernon. Off to a good start.
You forgot the catch.
It's an old temple. A lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
What it takes.
Things are bad, but Docktown needs to see...
What? Venatori overrunning their home? Taking away who and what we love?
They see you, Nev.
Oh no, did I pick the
Is
wrong
that
option?
all? We're running out of choices, Rana. We need to take the ones left.
Brom's light. Thanks.
Sure.
Did I pick the wrong option? For Brom, who tried to help, that mattered.
Strife wants everyone on the...
What are the Venatori doing?
Oops.
strong.
Valora, you came. I am surprised.
I almost didn't. With everything that happened, I didn't want to. But you're my brother. Still, even with all of that. Did you come? Alone?
Yes. Though you didn't.
Not after what happened to Hamuel, to Yanarel, the others.
The ritual should have granted them purity, strength. That it did not. That is my failure. I was not worthy. I will do better. I must do better. For Ernaris. For our people.
The people Anaris killed and turned into demons with that ritual?
He's willing to do whatever he must to save us. To make the hard choices. The Evanuris. Soulless. They would sacrifice us to their ends.
He's a warlord. That's all he is, all he ever was.
So said the Evanuris. But the victors write the histories. He fought to make our people great. And the Evanuris fought to keep them in fetters. He showed me the world as it once was, as it could be again.
How many elves have to die to get there?
Greatness requires sacrifice.
No, that's not the Syrian I know. He's influencing you through the mask, poisoning your thoughts.
My thoughts remain my own, Balara. Why can you not accept that I chose this willingly? Through this mask, I feel what he feels. When he thinks of our people rising once more, have you ever felt the warmth of a god's happiness or the cold bite of their fear?
What is it he's afraid of then?
I'm not sure, but it haunts him, consumes his thoughts. I must help him. Help us to face whatever it is.
So he hasn't told you what it is he's afraid of?
No, but no doubt he keeps it from me for good reason.
More people will die if you keep helping him.
More of our people, Syrian. You have to see that. This isn't you. Not the real you. You were my anchor, Syrian. You kept me grounded. When my thoughts lied to me, you always told me the same thing. Do you remember? Trust your heart, Boris Shivan. It's a good heart, and it'll never lie to you. So why won't you trust it now?
I must do what I must.
Me too.
We're going to have to stop them. Him.
I know. Come on. You've got work to do.
Brooke, why did you stop her to say that in front of him? Hoping this won't take very long. Bought all your stuff, right?
Nothing but top shelf stuff over here. For gold and glory.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Hadn't noticed a pit of bodies before. Hello, kittens. We've had word of a ship getting attacked by a dragon. A big one, maybe even Cataranda herself, just off the coast. Keep an eye out for survivors. And if one of them is that Ethelred, tell him to get back here so I can give him a mild stabbing for idiocy. Hugs and kisses, Isabella.
Storm Riders get really possessive about their hordes. She'll be tracking the scent of anything that got taken.
Looks like they're talking about a dragon. Cataranda?
Cataranda the Storm Rider. She's bad. She's real bad. Breathes lightning, like the Vinsimer.
The Vinsimer was kind of friendly, though.
Cataranda isn't. She is a bad dragon.
Rook, back for some relaxation.
So if you're a mage and you do stuff with spirits, is that why you left the Cune?
What? I was born in Darismuir.
I thought all Cunari lived under the Cune except for the Tal Vashoth.
Kunari means one who follows the Cune. I do not follow the Cune, so I'm not truly a Kunari. Tal Vashoth are those who left the Cune in anger. I never followed the Cune, so that is not what I am either.
Oh. So, what do I call you?
Call me Rowan.
Hey Dash, this is where we first met. Can I finally do that stupid quest I've had pending for ages?
No sign of treasure here. Maybe in the wreckage nearby.
Got it. So you're... Nope. What was I saying? So you're not rich? Even though you're a mage?
No. Why? You think I look it?
Your dresses are pretty.
Thanks. Little secret, my best coat was a gift. Saved a warehouse from an arsonist. The tailor was grateful. And your outfit includes more jewelry than mine.
Huh. Let's see if it burns. Nope again. Okay.
from a distance.
Take them down.
Under fire. Watch it.
Whenever you're ready.
My job's done. Your turn. All set.
Hate all the hands like off his back. Woof. Bloodsmear note. It was Cataranda herself chased us in here. We got food and water for a day or two, but Jonas is hurt bad. I think she got Mirabelle. I read that already. Man, that ship's belong.
Cataranda threw that ship like a toy.
Yep. Lightning dragons get real mad when you go after their treasure. Looks like something took the treasure and buried it.
We've got company.
Be ready to fight. Shadow Dragon. Who wants some?
Look right. Nice move, bro. Ha!
It's like whichever one I went to last, that's where the treasure is gonna be.
What? It flew off with the treasure.
Dragons aren't the only ones who like to collect anything shiny.
Yep.
So Tash, I've been thinking about what you said about Tevinter fashion. A nice outfit lets people know you're under the protection of someone powerful, that they shouldn't cross you.
Like the Lords of Fortune wear trophies.
Sure, but in Minrathous, sometimes it's a bluff. People in Docktown might dress nicely, but no one is watching over them.
You are.
I'm trying. How about a trade? A nice, shiny coin for that dirty old treasure.
We have to pay you? I feed you breadcrumbs every week.
This is all of the treasure stolen from Cataranda.
Let's get to the beach where I lure the Vinsimer. Plenty of open space for a good fight. And be ready with poisons. Lightning dragons are more sensitive to poison than most.
So, the Dragon King.
Stupid name.
Maybe, but nicknames say something. About your reputation, or who loves you, or a story that stuck.
What if he nicknamed himself? People do that. Like Cutter.
Then it tells us how he wants to be seen.
He's a little guy trying to look big.
just took down Deathstorm the Storm Rider. We are drinking for free tonight.
And there's treasure caught in her scale.
Call for coin and company. Aided the Lords of Fortune in seeking valor, glory, and... Got 69% of codexes. Nice. Minor key. Desolation of Kalsharok.
Huh.
Yep. Storm Riders carry around bits of their horde. I think maybe they get worried when it's not with them.
%300% immovable duration. You cannot dodge while immovable is active. Grants immovable at the start of combat. Nah. Cataranda the Storm Rider. With Cataranda the Storm Rider finally defeated, Ravania ships can sail safely again, and the storied treasure has been claimed. Alright. So we still can't do this one, right? Thanks for the help, Rook and Tosh. Erlen said your team took down the Fang Scorcher. Leaf and I were with the Veil Jumpers getting civilians out of the area, but we're used to dealing with demons angry at old magic, not dragons angry at interlopers. We hunkered down as best we could, but she would have gotten to us eventually if you hadn't drawn her away and defeated her. We haven't seen any further sign of Antom activity in Arlathan, but we'll keep our eyes open. In the meantime, we're hoping some villagers rebuild safely. Thanks for the help, Garrick and Leaf of the Veil Jumpers. Defeating Cataranda. Rook and Tosh. I can't believe you defeated Cataranda herself. As soon as we stole her treasure, she was on our ship like deep stalkers on a nug. I tried my hexing spells, but it turned out that dragons do not give one lyrium-infused crap about magical curses. I went overboard, washed up on the beaches, and spent a week trying to get inland while dodging lightning like a seer who sassed a pride demon. Isabella says I'm lucky I didn't end up scorch mark like Aethelred did. I can't believe I let him talk me into this. Hopefully it's the last time I take an ugly job because of a cute ass. Next time you drop by the hilt, ask for Fabs. That's how most people know me here. And drinks are on me, Sawyer of the Lords. Yep. So Lucan is never the two lowest now, so I need to take them like everywhere with me.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start, then.
We did kill Gilanine's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
Regaining strength by draining other elves? We're supposed to be their people.
Maybe that's why it's elves?
That makes it worse.
Right. But that's who the gods are. Who they've always been.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veil Jumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
Ooh, I should go talk to everybody.
I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing's happened.
What crapped in your bed?
Oh, sorry. Didn't know you two were in the middle of...
Excellent. Come in. We could use a second sober voice.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure of speech.
All right, deep breaths, Emmerich.
Quite right. I should be above this.
Above what? I need one of these little needle things to dig some crap out of my armor. Death Mage won't give me one.
First, a bone threader is an extremely delicate instrument. Second, it's Emmerich, Tash. My name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a Death Mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn?
It's just their tone
What
of voice.
have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, corpses are messed up. They used to have people in them. You make them move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move wrong, and none of it is okay.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
So what I'm hearing is Tosh isn't into terrifying dark magic.
It's not all terrifying.
And Emmerich would appreciate not being bullied and called names.
Ugh. Fine.
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tosh. Quite honestly, I didn't think you feared anything.
I don't. But I could have said it was bugging me. I didn't think you cared what I thought.
Of course I do. We're colleagues on this journey.
Okay. Sorry I called you a liker. Skull liker.
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tosh likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tosh.
Maybe he could share a little, so I know how to deal with walking corpses next time I'm in an old ruin.
I'd be happy to.
Thought you might be.
Get along. Have fun, you two.
Hey, Rook. I think something's up with Balara.
Yeah, our brother. Not in here.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlethan soon. Want to keep us company?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
I've been learning more about the Lords of Fortune.
Have you?
What? They're our allies, and it's good to make friends.
There's not a Lord of Fortune I know who wouldn't like you.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Thea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Yeah, of course. Odes to 7 Antibans, page 3. Not reading it, sorry. This episode's already gone on way too long.
Oh, hey, Rook.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's part of that artifact, you know, from the ritual. I wanted to see how they did what they did, what it meant. Tried asking that thing. It won't tell me.
The knowledge of the great Anaris is...
A theme. At least I figured that out. How to make it go away, I mean. Damn it. We were getting through to Syrian. He almost listened.
He was listening to you, Balara, because you're his sister.
He was my brother. My only brother. And just for a moment, he was my brother again. Then he wasn't. Then he was a person I might need to... I don't think I can, Rook. Do that.
This stuff's never easy, and it never should be. You become Anaris when the hard choices don't hurt anymore.
I want to believe, to hope, that it won't come to that. And that we get through to him, somehow.
I really hope you're right.
Well, either way, we'll be able to find them.
How?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Right. The artifact. Couldn't figure out how it did it. Made those demons, I mean. But I attuned its resonance, and I'll know where they are next time, before they finish. So we can stop them. However we have to.
I'm with you, Balara. All the way.
I know, Rook. Thank you. And, whatever happens. Anyway, I should get back. To work, I mean. I don't think we have much time.
So, we need to go for a walk with Hassan and Davrin. We need to go to Docktown for the crows. And then we need to go save the Dalish. But we've already played way too long and I'm exhausted. I've been playing because I have to take a week off. It shouldn't impact you guys at all because I have so much recording that I should be able to be posting every day. Even until I get back to my computer. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you soon.